Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to strap in for a bit of a journey. We're looking ahead, way ahead to 2030 and the future of search.
A big topic.
Huge. We're talking about how large language models, LLMs, are completely reshaping SEO. Not just the what, but really the why.
Right.
So our mission today is to get our heads around the rise of what people are calling agentic AI.
And that's the core shift. It's the one thing you really need to grasp. I mean, think of it less like hiring a librarian to find a book
Okay.
and more like hiring a personal assistant to plan your whole weekend, bookings and payments included.
So it's moving from just answering to actually doing.
Exactly, from answering to acting. We're already seeing this with Google's AI mode. It's testing workflows for booking restaurant tables, finding tickets. Your content has to become actionable.
So the big question for you listening is really this. How do you optimize, not just to get cited as a source, but to be the one that's actually selected by an AI agent to finish the job?
Precisely. That is the paradigm shift. From citation to selection, we're moving away from just hoping an AI quotes you
Right.
to actually being the product, the service, the reservation that the agent confidently pushes the user toward. It's about becoming a reliable part of its workflow.
So let's get into the nuts and bolts then. What are the foundational pieces that are still going to be critical in 2030?
Well, some things are definitely durable. Semantic SEO is foundational because these LLMs reason over entities, not just old school keywords.
Okay, so entities, relationships, that's still the bedrock.
Totally. And EEAT. Experience, expertise, authority, and trust. That's not going anywhere, but now it needs hard, provable evidence.
What do you mean by provable?
I mean real author bios, case studies with data, precise citations. The system needs to see that reliability before it's going to risk a transaction on your behalf.
That makes sense. But if we're focusing on this new idea of action, what are the new technical levers? What schemas should we prioritize over, say, the old Q&A data?
So we're shifting focus almost entirely to structured actions. We have to prioritize schemas that define what you do.
Like what, specifically?
Things like offer, aggregate offer, reservation, and service. And on top of that, agents use what we call gating factors. You have to pass eligibility.
Eligibility being?
Clean inventory, your location, compliance, that kind of thing. And trust, which is based on your brand reputation, verified reviews, stuff the agent can surface directly to the user.
This sounds a lot like we're turning our entire website into a database for the AI to pick and choose from. Are we sacrificing our brand control here for transaction volume?
That is the tension. You've hit it right on the head. To get the transaction, you have to give the agent perfect, clean information.
Okay.
Imagine a user asks for a 60-minute SEO strategy consultation in Delhi this Friday after 3 p.m. The agent cannot select you unless you expose the price, availability, and location. It needs that data in a machine-readable way, and it needs it instantly.
So if the agent is handling all that, what's the collateral damage? What happens to our click-through rates? I remember seeing studies back in 2025 that showed clicks nearly halved when AI summaries popped up.
They did, and that means if those clicks are now rare gold, you have to pivot hard toward conversion rate optimization, CRO.
Because the user who does click is ready to buy.
They're already sold, so we need to stop selling and start facilitating. Shorten the forms, give them one-click callbacks, be totally transparent with pricing. You're moving straight from the pitch to the checkout.
So if you had to boil it down, what's the winning content recipe for an agent? Is it basically just answer the question, prove you can do it, and make it easy to buy?
In short, answer plus evidence plus action. The answer is a quick, definitive, maybe 40 to 80-word recommendation. The evidence is verifiable case stats, maybe a dataset schema, and the action is a super clear offer or reservation schema that tells the agent how to close the deal. No hesitation.
Okay, finally, let's talk governance. Is this basically a digital shakedown? I mean, do publishers have to just consent to their IP being ingested for training or risk being totally visible?
That's the central trade-off, really. Publishers are using robots.txt directives to control which AI crawlers, like OpenAI's GPT bot or Google Extended, can ingest their data.
So it's a choice.
It's a necessary choice.
Yeah.
Do you maximize visibility and risk losing control of your data? Or do you maximize control and risk losing out on that agentic selection?
So to synthesize all this, LLM SEO in 2030 is much less about ranking on a results page.
Much less.
And way more about being the machine-readable, actionable component that lets a transaction happen.
Absolutely. So as these AI systems shift from just retrieving information to performing transactions, the question you have to ask is, How will you audit your content? Not for keywords, but for its inherent actionability. That's the task ahead.